Good day, Dave here, the Enlightened Plumber, with today's quote. There is little difference in people, but that little difference makes a big difference. The little difference is attitude. The big difference is whether it's positive or negative. Do that again. There is little difference in people, but that little difference makes a big difference. The little difference is attitude. The big difference is whether it's positive or negative. This is from W. Clement Stone. He was a mentor of Jack Canfield's. All right, so the little difference in people, yes, absolutely. I certainly believe that there are very little differences between anybody in the world. Essentially, we are all the same. We're all made up of the same materials, the same things. How we go about life is perhaps a little bit different. The circumstances we're in is different for sure. Every day changes. But essentially, there's very little difference. And most of what is difference is certainly more on the visual plane. We're tall, we're small, we're black, we're white, we're yellow, we're different creeds, different whatever, right? There's a whole lot of visual differences, but essentially we're all people. And with that, there are very little differences visually. But our attitude, on the other hand, is absolutely critical. And it's a little tiny little difference. But it is absolutely critical, and it is a huge difference, and that makes all the difference in the world. Doesn't change your circumstances, doesn't change your life, doesn't change anything else, but the little bit of attitude there is tremendous in how we go through our lives, how I experience the world, and I'm sure how you experience the world. The attitude is all-encompassing, because if I have a bad attitude, I have a bad day. If I have a bad day, oh, well, I'm going to have a bad week, bad month, bad year, bad life. It's terrible. So I choose to have a great attitude. It's my choice. And by having that great attitude, I can change and choose my day to be as wonderful or as bad as I'd like it to be. Well, I'd like to have a good day. I'd like to have a good day every day. I'd like to hang around people who are also having good days. I'd like to live in a good world and all these wonderful things going on around me. And that's my choice of how I perceive, how I want to choose things, how I want to walk out and live and be in the world. And so I have a positive attitude. Most of the time, occasionally it falls off. Well, you know, I'm human. But it's positive for the most part, and that's the main thing here. But that tiny little difference of attitude makes that huge big difference if it's positive or negative. If you have a negative attitude, if I was to have a negative attitude in the occasion when I do have a negative attitude, it's a bad day for me. I also notice that I affect and usually get informed at some point that I'm impacting other people's lives at that point, in the sense that I am now making them feel bad or not have such a great day. Not that I am necessarily inherently changing myself, but through my actions, my interactions with people, I am affecting other people's days and not making them as what they should be. In fact, my whole energy level kind of drops in those circumstances and brings other people down with me. That is not something I want. It's not something I'm happy about. It's not something I ever want to do, but it happens. And so in your lives, you may notice yourself doing that, or having other people around you that if they're in a bad mood, they impact you in the same way. So it's a question of shifting and changing and moving that latitude at that point, just kind of bringing it up and up and up to be more positive at that moment in time. So with that, there is little difference in people, absolutely. But that little difference, tiny little difference, makes a big difference. And it makes a big difference in everybody's lives. The little difference is attitude. And the big difference is it positive or negative? I prefer positive. So from W. Clement Stone and myself, Dave the Enlightened Plumber, have yourself an awesome positive attitude day. We will see you in the next video. Take care.